Don't y'all just hate when people love to blame the devil for everything? Do y'all know anybody out there like that always want to blame the devil? I've known so many people in my life, y'all, that every time some misfortune happened, they want to blame the devil, or they don't want to take any accountability for their own actions. They want to blame the devil. Like I had a friend girl back in the day. She was, she lived celibate, and she said she wanted to do it because it was the right thing to do, and because she wasn't married, so she wanted to save it for her husband, right? So she decided to live celibate, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what she wanted to do. But honey, when she fell between the sheets, the first thing she could say was, "Girl, I did so good. I did so good, girl." And then one day I was out and I seen this fine man. And we exchanged numbers, and girl, just one thing led to the other, and the devil got into me. And next thing you know, I was in that bed humping and moaning and groaning like something had jumped inside of me, girl. The devil just made me do it. And you know what I told her? I said, the devil didn't make you do it. You did it because you wanted to do it. You did it because you was horny and you was tired of waiting. And so you just got you some. Don't blame it on the devil. That's what I told her. And then I've heard people say, "Oh man, he pissed me off so bad. I mean, before I know, oh God, forgive me. I shouldn't say piss, but he made me so mad. Before you know it, the devil got in me, and I just hauled back, and I gave it all my strength, and I just knocked the hell out of him. And then I had to go repent because the devil just made me lose my temper." The devil didn't make you lose your temper. You lost your temper because you wanted to lose your temper. You lost your temper because he got the best of you, okay? But unless you're possessed and you don't know what happened, you can't even remember yourself hitting a person, the devil did not make you do it. You did it, okay? Or then you see these people, they just full of hell. Full of hell, and then they raise a hell, and then they want to apologize. "Baby, I'm sorry. Ooh, the devil just got into me today." No, the devil didn't get into you. The devil was already in you, baby. You just woke up on the wrong side of the bed full of hell. You just wanted to bitch. So you bitched because you felt like bitching. It had nothing to do with the devil. My saying is, stop blaming the devil. Whatever you do, stop blaming the devil. The devil, half of the stuff that the devil gets blamed for is not the devil. It is just you, okay? And I can take accountability for my actions. When I do something, if I do something that I shouldn't do, then I can say, okay, it was me. Okay, I made a choice. I made a willfully choice. It was a bad choice, but it was me. All I'm saying is, people, stop blaming the devil. Stop blaming the devil. The devil don't make you do no more than what you want to do. The universe gave you a free will, okay? A will to choose between good and bad. So it's your choice. Unless you give your permission over to darkness, darkness cannot make you do anything against your will, okay? Or unless you open up some serious spiritual door, you will not be made to do anything evil by anything evil, okay? To become possessed, you have to open up a spiritual door, first of all. Or you have to give evil the permission to step in. Evil is just not going to step in, okay? And as far as, like with this lady I used to know, a friend of mine, I ain't seen in years, and she always used to be like, okay, I'm living celibate. She lives celibate, then she'll fall. She'll blame the devil. Then she start living celibate, then she'll fall. She'll blame the devil. That has nothing to do with the devil, okay? That has to do with just being hot, natured, and having the nature that the Creator gave you, okay? And it doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't matter how much you try to, some people say, crucify the flesh. You as a human, your hormones will get to acting up. Especially if you're not a virgin. Because if you're a virgin, you can't miss what you never had. But if you're a virgin or not a virgin, baby, your hormones, when it comes to kicking in, it's going to kick in. And your body is going to want some, okay? But the universe, the creator, will keep those that want to be kept now, okay? So when people come to saying, well, the devil made me do this, the devil made me fall. The devil didn't make you fall with that fine ass man. You fell because you fantasized in your mind before you even did it. Ooh, Lord, look at that man. He looks so good. Ooh, I bet he has a big old tube, baby. I bet you he could just give it to me. You'd have fantasized the whole thing, first of all. So guess what? That was premeditated. And that wasn't the devil. That was you. Okay. And for you people who always like to put your hands on folks and say the devil got in me and made me do it. No, the devil didn't make you do anything. You did it because you wanted to do it. So you need to work on your anger problems. Okay. Don't blame the devil. Okay. Oh, the devil tempted me. Okay, I get it. There is a scripture in the Bible that says, provoke not one to wrath, leave a peaceful person peaceful. That's true, okay? Because you can provoke a person to wrath. But at the same time, the devil had nothing to do with that person hitting you. That person chose to hit you because you provoked them to wrath. Okay? Now, and the person who decided to get on your nerve, they made a conscious decision to do that. The devil had nothing to do with it, okay? And there's a difference, okay, between the devil and the devil, okay? Because anybody can be a devil. A woman, a boy, a child, a girl, anybody can be a devil. You don't have to be the devil in order to be a devil. So for now on, when people always talk about the devil made me this, the devil made me that, no, baby, you are the devil that's within you is cutting up. It has nothing to do with the actual devil, okay? And you have made your conscious decision to do what you want to do because you have a free will and you chose to act out on that will. Now, I will say there are instances, and I've heard of people, we all have. We looked at the news. We've heard of these very morbid, hideous, disturbing crimes like people cutting people's heads off or body parts. And I do believe in demon possession. I do. And I do believe in some cases there are people that are really demon possessed and they're not aware of what they're doing to someone because it's really not them doing it. It's that demon that's working through them. Okay. But these people that are demon possessed, they're not conscious of what they're doing. In fact, once they do what they do, they can, snap up out of it and don't even realize, have no even recollection. Okay. Because to make a long story short, that's what happened to an uncle of mine. Okay. This is a real life story, y'all. My grandmother, bless her soul, bless my uncle's soul, they're no longer here. My grandmother purchased a couch this many, many, many years ago from a used furniture place, okay? It was a very nice couch. She put the couch in her living room. And there were stains that would appear on that couch and then they would just disappear. Well, my grandmother one day decided to lift up the pillow of the couch. And in the couch, y'all, it was this real demonic photo. It was very demonic. It looked at like I never saw it, but I was told it looked at like a picture of some kind of demon. Okay. Well, my grandmother, being spiritual like she was, she asked my uncle to cut the couch up and, put it outside and let the trash people pick it up. So my uncle got an axe. He took the couch out. He chopped the couch up in pieces. And lo and behold, it was my mom, my grandmother in the house. And I think it was my auntie. Lo and behold, my uncle came into the door with the axe. Eyes totally changed, y'all. And literally chased my grandmother, my mother, and I want to say my auntie, chased them and tried to cut them up with the axe, okay? But some kind of way they got into the room, they locked the door, and they crawled out the window, okay? Long story short, the devil got into my uncle, okay? And he did not know what he was doing. I don't know how it got out of him. I'm not for sure because I was smaller, so I didn't get all the details. But I just know that when my uncle came to, he did not have any recollection of what he tried to do. And nothing, my people didn't call the police because they knew that he got temporarily possessed. They knew he got possessed. So in that case, yes, there are instances where I see people, we've seen people kill their children, and I'm not making excuses, but there was a story. Now I should have researched this story before I told it, but it was actually this black young lady, and she had cut up her baby, and she literally was eating her baby. And the girl's mother, caught her eating the baby and called the police. Well, they took the girl into custody, and she said that there was a voice telling her to do it, to cut up her baby. So in those cases, I do believe it is very possible for evil to possess a person and make them do things that they normally wouldn't do. But just randomly, you just wanting to have sex and then you're falling and you're blaming the devil, no. Or you just someone provoked you and then you said the devil got into you. No, you just got mad. You just human. You got mad. They pissed you off and then you lost your temper. Okay. Main point, people, we have to take accountability for our actions. Okay. Stop blaming the devil for everything. Okay. Some things are really us. Okay. When you have little nasty thoughts or little nasty fantasies, don't always blame the devil, because sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's you. And sometimes you have a lust issue that you got to work on. And then sometimes, I do believe that there are dark forces that can influence people and put fantasies in people's heads too. I really do believe that. Okay. But you have to participate in that fantasy. Okay. And you have to allow that fantasy to become reality with the choice that you make, the devil still can't make you do that, okay? Saying that, Tulu, have a good day. Subscribe to my channel for more content.